Returning to Jamaica for just 4 days stirred emotions I hadn't expected to feel so deeply. It had been months since I last set foot on the island, and although this trip was for business, sprinkled with family visits, the moment I stepped off the plane and felt the warm air against my skin, a wave of nostalgia hit me. The scent of local food, the rhythm of the patois in the air, the dancehall music buzzing from vehicles in the distance. Everything felt familiar, yet so distant. Like a dream I once lived and now only visit in parts. The schedule was tight and the commute ahead would be long. On arrival, Avis car rental had no vehicle to give us at the airport, and we had to shuttle into Ochi to pick up our SUV. This shuttle was complimentary due to the inconvenience. The next day, we would start our journey to Mandeville. I wish I could say we were going to stop there, but no, we had plans to go to St. Elizabeth to enjoy some food at Little Ochi. I told myself I'll find a way to see at least one relative in Ochi or an old friend, but time slipped through my fingers like the white sand on Bay Beach. I was lucky enough to run into a high school friend while in Little Ochi. That was a pleasure. I also squeezed in a visit to another high school friend on our way to Ryan's childhood home in Christiana. I was exhausted, but this needed to be done. My high school friend never minded me breaking her Sunday schedule to sit on her couch and catch up. Her husband took the time to get us cane from his father's property, and I enjoyed every bit. He also bussed me on a combination of spice bun and bully beef. If you didn't know, now you know. It was a very savory treat. From serious conversations to full belly laughs, my heart was full. Ryan came to get me after an hour or two, and we visited his family for a bit. It was cool and quiet in the countryside. As the day ended, I'd retreat to my room in the Airbnb, again exhausted and conflicted, staring at the names on my phone's contact list that I wouldn't have the chance to call. Knowing my family lived just a few miles away in Ochi and friends within the vicinity of Mandeville town, and that I wouldn't be able to see them, was one of the hardest parts of this trip, and many others I have taken. I felt like I was betraying something sacred, the closeness and the warmth that define our Jamaican way of life. Here I was in the land that raised me, yet I couldn't embrace most of my family, laugh with my cousins, or sit on the veranda catching up with old friends until the crickets started singing. The most painful moment came when I was in my childhood home. I looked out the window and realized my trip was coming to an end. I will not have this view until my next visit. There was so much I wanted to say, so much I wanted to do, so much I needed to feel. But duty called louder than the heart's quiet ache. This trip reminded me of how deeply connected I am to this island. And even when life pulls me far from it, Jamaica is not just a place on the map for me. It's memory, its identity, and its love. And while I accomplished what I came for professionally, the visit left a quiet void. It taught me that success isn't just measured in deals closed or goals met. Sometimes it's in the moments shared with the people who know your roots. I left feeling proud of what I'd done, but aching for what I'd missed. The next time I come home, it will be on my own terms. No deadlines, no schedules, just me, my family, the island, and the people who make it feel like more than home. They make it feel like belonging.